It is so hard to cancel a subscription because companies are not only selling you a service, they are designing the cancellation to feel like a loss. That is why you can know you are not using something, know it is wasting money, and still hesitate when the finger reaches the cancel button. The trap is not the button. The trap is everything the company attached to the button. Your saved files, your watch history, your playlists, okay, your points, all right, your progress, your discount, your identity inside that platform. They made the service easy to enter and emotionally expensive to leave. There are three reasons cancellations feel harder than it should. The first is friction. And signing up may take 30 seconds. Canceling may require 5 screens and a password you do not remember, a survey, a warning, a chat agent, and 3 different buttons that all look like they might cancel but do not, and an act of Congress in your left kidney. I'm just playing. That is not an accident. Every extra step gives doubt another opportunity to enter the room. Maybe I should keep it one more month. Hmm. Maybe I will use it next week. Maybe I will lose something. Maybe this price will not be available again. This happened. The company only needs you to postpone the decision. That's it. Because postpone usually means renew. The second reason is the sunk cost trap. You have already paid for 6 months. You built the profile, okay? You uploaded the files, all right? You learned the software, you collected the points, yada, 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 right? So canceling feels like admitting that the investment did not become what you imagined. But continuing to pay does not recover the old money. It only adds new money to an old decision. The question is not how much I have already spent. The question is, would I buy this again today? If the answer is no, the past does not get another vote. The third reason is hostage value. That is when a company stores something you care about and makes access dependent on continued payment. It may be your photographs, okay, your design files, okay, your tax documents, okay, your customer contracts. And if you, and what I'm saying, understand that tells you you don't really have ownership, which should scare you a bit. Your notes, your family videos, your work is technically yours, but practically it is sitting behind somebody else's login screen. As I like to say, you in somebody else's playground, you in somebody else's sandbox. You are on rented real estate. That is why canceling can feel dangerous. You are not just ending a charge, okay? You are trying to recover pieces of your life. So here is the cancellation protocol. Okay, just a little razzle dazzle. Do not stop by pressing cancel. Start by identifying what the service is holding because you may need those files. Ask 4 questions. What data is stored here? What files are stored here? What history or records might I need later? Especially if you're a business owner like myself, you better get those CRMs, you better get the CSVs, you better get those lists and those reports. And what function will disappear when I leave? Okay? Then export for first, right? You export first, then you download your files. Copy your contacts, save the invoices, take screenshots of account details that matter, okay? Move recurring tasks to another operating system or an analog system, okay, whatever fits your boat. Write down a replacement process before you shut old one off. Okay. Next, cancel while you are still calm. Do not wait until the renewal date at 11:58 at night. Urgency makes people accept another month just to avoid making a mistake. Cancel early. Most services will let you use the remaining paid period. Okay. I have a subscription model and for my Bank Yourself crew. Okay. Where we meet on every Tuesday. I have it where when that renewal, every time they get that renewal letter, which is 7 days before I charge or my operating system or POS system charges them, there's a nice button there. I don't beg. I don't say, hey, you want to stay? You want to stay for half the price? I don't finagle. I don't do none of that. If you want to cancel, you grown. You know if it's serving you. You know if you like it. If you don't want to do it no more. If you're done with it, there's a button for you to press. No questions asked. I don't need no anything. Just go ahead, do what you need to do. Okay? That's how it should be. Give people a way of escape. And the problem is, a lot of us at times don't feel like we can escape because we're being held hostage. All right. Then save the confirmation. A cancellation is not complete because the screen said, we are sorry to see you go. Save the email. Do that. Okay. Because this has happened to me. Take a screenshot. Write down the effective date. Now, I know every platform, y'all, some things you go on your phone, you're just going to unsubscribe. You could just, it's that simple. There are things like that. But there are other things where we may have operating systems, data attached to it that we need and we will want to access. And when it's off their server, it's gone. Okay. So you want to be careful. And check the card statement the following month. That last step matters because a surprising number of people believe they canceled something they merely paused, downgraded, or removed from one device. Now, here is the part nobody says. Sometimes the subscription is not the real problem. Sometimes the subscription is carrying a habit you are afraid to end. Ooh. Let that simmer for a moment in your spirit, right? A streaming service may be carrying your nightly escape, okay? A shopping membership may be carrying your impulse spending. A productivity app may be carrying the fantasy that buying another system will finally make you disciplined. Did it? Be honest. A social platform may be carrying your fear that people will forget you if you leave. Yeah, but so what? Right? That is why the cleanest cancellation is not merely financial, it's emotional, it is behavioral. You have to decide what will replace the habit, not just the charge. So write this down. Do not ask, can I afford another month? Ask if the relationship's still serving me. Is this relationship, this tool, this device, this protocol, whatever, is it serving me? Start there. Because a company will happily collect from you after the usefulness is gone. And the moment you stop confusing cancellation with loss, the button becomes what it should have been all along. A boundary. You know, I love to talk about boundaries. Remember, a boundary. Till next time.